Oh, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom, and shalom, Sister Deborah. Coming with a message. You all gonna have to excuse these scraps, straps. Uh, they keep bouncing in, and I don't care. But Sister Deborah's coming with a message, and this message is going to be a little here, a little there, a little everywhere, but it all going to make sense. And this is to shine light on the mist of darkness that is in the midst of us. But the sad thing about it, it ain't that it been in the midst of us today. It been in the midst of us. Ooh, since the world almost, I would say, began. And it's an issue that blows my mind every time I think of it. How the success of them reign even to today, and how Yah has allowed them the ability to reach the highest of the highest in this world today. And when I think of that, it brings sorrow because you got people who can't see Yah in nothing. hmm Oh, they'll claim they know him. They'll claim they understand it. They'll claim that he's in them. They'll claim that they've been serving him. They've been worshiping him. But the truth be told is the whole reality of it all. People are liars, and they are the children of the father of lies. And they are content. They have no problem with it. It has become so relaxed to them to where it's all good in their own eyes. I want to talk about something that has been here for thousands of years. And yet people still today can't get it. So what I did is before I got pulled up online, I went on to search for the Roman Catholics in Arabia, in Iran. And in Iran, they have 6 headquarters. Mm, mm, mm. They are the number one denomination under the umbrella called Christian. I have explained to you all, Christian is just a shield. It's a shield to appear it serves a creator. Christian is not, or Christians are not true servants of the Most High Yah. They have been placed there as a shield for the number one denomination under the umbrella of Christian, and that is the Roman Catholics. Many of you all do not understand who rules the world, the four corners. And no matter how many times I can get on here and speak it, it doesn't matter. Because in people's eyes, it's so, I would say, right in its thinking. To where y'all don't deal with that. You let them think what they want to think. Why? Look at all these thousands of years. I said, Father, yeah, you let him really think out the box, didn't you? Yes, he did. Because he knows who's who and what's what. He knows the heart of a man. And let me explain to you. He knows your natural heart, to know how many beats it's going to beat before you in and before you out. And he knows your spiritual heart, from which it is written in one of those books. So this here thing about the Christian being the biggest or largest religion. Let me explain to you. is because Christians serve Satan. They serve Satan under or as the shield for the Roman Catholics. Now, how is it that the Roman Catholic is the number one largest religion under the umbrella of Christians? How could that be? Can't be. So what did I tell you? They use the Christians as a shield to cover up themselves. They are the power punch of the world. They are the ones that rule the world back in the darkness. So when you get to over there at Israel, you thinking, oh, those are said they Jews. No, they Roman Catholics. They're Europeans. Roman Catholics are Europeans. They're white people. And there's no way they're going to hide to escape that. And they're not trying to hide to escape it. It's just you got such a sick world out here that have believed the ways of Satan, which is the ways of darkness and evil and wicked, than anything that is the light or righteous. So I am and will not and shall not be moved by all the Christians that is said to be persecuted in this day. I'm not moved by that. I'm not moved by that. It's a game, y'all. And I'm not saying it for you to believe it. I'm saying it because it's true. How about that? How about that? Christians being prosecuted has no connection to the Most High Yah as anything or anybody that fall under righteous. Christians have no idea, and I'm saying those who wants to call themselves Christian and put that on their shoulder as if they something and not even understanding you're nothing. You're nothing but a shield for the Roman Catholics. Like I said, when I looked up the Roman Catholics in Iran, they have 6 headquarters over in Iran. Every Muslim country has a large number of Roman Catholics headquarters. And if Roman Catholics are under the umbrella of Christians, being their number one largest denomination, then how could Christians be prosecuted all over the world? Can't be done. You see the biggest lie? And I sit back and say, Father, that's one of the biggest lies that ever been told. In every Muslim country, the Roman Catholic has headquarters. I checked that out, I think about a year and a half ago, because I was telling you all about it. I did not know that many Roman Catholic headquarters were all over the world, even in the Muslim countries. Why is that? Because you all had not known that the power punch that rule this world are the head dogs of the Roman Catholic. They were back in the Old And they are like that now. Look how greater they have become. They existed before there was anyone who called themselves Christians. They were. So how did Roman Catholic get behind Christians? Christian being the largest religion. Roman Catholic is the largest, biggest denomination under the umbrella of Christians. See the cover up? Y'all, all this time they've been hiding under the umbrella of Christians. Really behind the shield. Christians here, and they on the back. They in the back. Not like in the back. They got the Christians here as a shield, and they behind the shield, doing all this wicked work, wicked evil on the four corners. And that's how they're controlling. They are the elites that's involved in controlling the four corners. And they have used Christians as their shield that they could hide behind. When the Romans existed way before the Christians. So how did the Roman get under or behind the Christians when they were before the Christian? You see, they've been hiding all this time. And guess what? Many are fully aware of it. What do you mean, Deborah? When you hear of people over in different continents and countries that are dying as Christians or losing their lives or being persecuted, y'all, let me tell you, don't get caught up in it. Do not get caught up in it. You want to stand on the dark side and pray like you're worshiping the light. You go right ahead. And I say that to each and every last one of you that tune in to me as well. Keep playing with yourself. Keep playing with yourself. Thinking you can be all up in the corners through the cracks and all in all kind of dark spots and think that you're going to pull up in the bosom of the Father. Keep on playing with yourself. Look how long they've been playing this. 6,000-7,000 years. And still ain't got enough yet. Can they ever come out? No, they can't. So you better watch yourself. Thinking you somebody hiding up in the corners of everything. Trying to portray you in. And your mindset is out. Because if you were in, you'd be doing the thing that pleases Yah. Not so much as your own mindset. So I say unto you, when you hear a Christian getting prosecuted, don't get bent in and out. Christians are the shield of the Roman Catholic. It's impossible for a Christian to be prosecuted when the number one denomination that falls under the umbrella of Christians are Roman Catholics, and they rule the world. Why are the Christians being prosecuted? They don't have Yah as their shield. They don't have Yah as their shield. See, back in the days, they didn't have to go out killing and murdering people. What they did they do that? Yes. But they went after those who had the Ruach in them. Not those who don't have the Ruach. So why are they prosecuting you? Why is darkness prosecuting the darkness? It's because they have fooled the whole wide world thousands of years to believe that the Christians truly represent Yah. Now, there were the Christians back in Paul time that was really sincere and gearing up to follow Hamashiach. They were really gearing up to follow Hamashiach. Guess what happened? The Roman Catholics prosecuted, murdered, tormented, put on fire alive, skinned alive, children, women that were true followers of the Messiah. Oh, yes, back in Paul time. Oh, yeah, the Christians then were prosecuted. The real prosecuted and tormented and put on fire while alive. And oh, y'all, you should have seen this type of stuff they was doing to them. I mean, to kill them. Oh, it's off the chain. But who were doing it? The Roman Catholics. Roman Catholics feel that they have tamed the Christian enough to have the Christians in their full control. And they have. That's how they got them to be their shield to hide behind. So anytime you hear them saying they prosecuting Christians in Nigeria, Nigeria should have found the true Yah and not the Roman Catholics shield called Christian. Nigeria, they got behind them. Ethiopia, all these African continents, countries, they get behind the Roman Catholic. They got with the Roman Catholic through the Christian organization. So what is happening? Depopulation on another end. Don't think the Roman Catholic had no idea. They was a part of the plan. So when you're running around here and thinking that the battle is really Christians being prosecuted in this day and time, you, and nobody else can convince these Europeans that the place that they worship and the God that they worship is 100% Satan himself. You couldn't even convince them. You couldn't tell these Christians that's exactly who you serve. You couldn't tell them. You couldn't tell them. Yah always wanted us to have a one-on-one relationship with him. Not a multitude relationship, but a one-on-one. And even through Yeshua HaMashiach, he had a one-on-one relationship with each one of them. They didn't all get the Ruach in the oneness of what they got it as an individual. The Spirit came and abided in them. You see, these people feel that they are placed to worship. You can't tell them they bishop, they pastor. You can't tell them they priest. You can't tell them they pastor and they priest and they bishop is not serving the true and living Yah. You couldn't tell them that. You would never get them to believe it because they have made God, man, their God, to God. Roman Catholic would come through Mary, come through a priest, flesh, before you get to the Creator himself, which he say, I come to live in you. So if he's living in you, why are you going through Mary? Why are you going through a priest? Why are you going through your pastor? Why are you going through your bishop? Why are you going through all these fleshly entities and denied that Yah is the creator of all things and he is a spirit. You got to go that route. You will never be able to convince anybody outside of that. That's the only truth. But you will never be able to convince someone that that's the true relationship with the creator. We in that time. We in that midnight hour. You think Yah waiting for you in this midnight hour to get it right? No, he ain't. He got it right in the kingdom already. He got it all written. How right can you have it then? They bypass that. I would be afraid to know that everything is written. That leads me to understand this that's on this earth. It's not it. It's what's been written. Roman Catholic is using this time based on the prophecies. They quick. They the one number one. They quick to use the prophecies. Them and the fake ooze. They use it to the utmost. Why? That's how they have allowed the whole world to fall under the category of being deceived. The position, the purpose of Satan was to deceive the whole world. And he had plenty of help. And they have mastered it. To the world couldn't see, why is Christians being prosecuted if Roman Catholics is under their same umbrella? Can't be done. So what is this about these people getting killed and murdered because they are Christian? Roman Catholics sent out the trumpet. The Roman Catholic blew the trumpet. Anybody and everybody, we need to decrease the population. And this is one way. Go after them. Kill. Destroy. We got to get this number. And that's the number one. So when you hear them talking about Muslim against Christian, y'all, that's a game they playing with y'all. They playing with y'all. Muslim cannot fight up against Christian. Why? Because Christian is the shield for the Roman Catholic. The only way they can fight up against the Christians if they get the go-ahead from the Roman Catholic. You will never find Muslim headquarters in great number in all the largest countries and continents here on the earth, the way that you see the Roman Catholic. And the Roman Catholic already gave them the okay, meaning hands off on our side. Go on. They have covered us long enough. But we ain't gonna cover them. We don't need to shield anymore. We need to lower the population on the four corners. So go after the ones that was our shield. It's okay. Go get them. So if you see that, that's why. And they want you to think there's a war dealing with the Christians in other countries or the Christians and other Muslims. They lying. It's a setup. That's all they do. If they have dropped the ball way back in the beginning, you ain't got no business letting nobody tell you nothing but the Ruach. Nobody should be telling you nothing but the Ruach himself. Because if the ball been dropped as many times that I have revealed unto thee, right now that should lead you to the mindset, where you at, Holy Spirit? Teach me, please teach me, Holy Spirit. Lead me, please lead me. Guide me, please guide me. Show me things to come, Holy Spirit. Teach me all things. Please comfort me. You should be crying for the Spirit of the Most High. You shouldn't want it. No detachment to the flesh of men or women. Your detachment should be to him. Because if the ball was dropped from way back thousands of years, what makes you think you're holding the ball in your hand? Or y'all gonna suffer you to run way back, bring it up to the front, and they gonna get it. Come on. You talking about thousands, 6,000-7,000 years ago. Truth was dropped way back. See, they can drop it on the earth, but heavens holds it all. You see? They can erase this whole earth, but in the kingdom where all of it is upheld, this heaven and earth can pass away. But in that kingdom, everything that was, is, and shall be is already written, and it's resting in the bosom of the Father. They dropped it a long time ago. That's why I told you endurance and long suffering is pretty big, because you enduring and long suffering the fact that, hey, people ain't gonna find out the truth. They ain't gonna get it. No, they not. Why are you thinking he coming like he not coming, but why are you thinking he's letting earthquake, pestilence, famine, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom? Why are you think blood moon and stars falling and days of dark? Why do you think? He's finna show you what fear is, what fear is going to be. And it's never going to change. After you get a taste of that, those things that has been prophesied, your whole world would never be the same. That means your mindset. And those that's not ready, you in a for hurting heart, mind, spirit, to see it in the natural, what was already present in the spirit. Because this is why there's that end game. Just like Deuteronomy 28. No one ever desired, and I've been on here 7 years, not one individual, not one come to the knowledge that Deuteronomy was an end game. It had an end to it. They never figured it out because they lied about the game itself. They try to play the game in a way of their own awakening, in a way that they understood it. But guess what? You know why the game wasn't won? Let me tell you why the game was not won. Because only 8% of the tribe of Judah is aware of who they are. That's telling you what? The whole Israel and Judah has no idea that they are Israel and that they are Judah. So the game never was won. Only thing was won was a group of foolish men who thought they was awakening to something. And they went into their own religion, their own denomination, their own self-belief without seeking the Ruach, the Holy Spirit, to release what awakening is consist of. So they still have not awakened, because you cannot awaken nothing that took place on this earth until you awaken to the light of spirit and truth. You say you have awakened in the flesh and have not awakened in the spirit. These are stupid, foolish people. So even those who say that they are awakened and they know who they are, they know not the Father nor his power. They have not seen that was dropped in the days, the ball being dropped over and over and over and over to who we are. There's no ball to even pick up. See it, the Most High Yah. I'm just finna bring light out of the mist of darkness. so that what? They'll know that I am. Praise the mighty Yah. See how messed up people are? They have no idea who they're dealing with. None whatsoever. And never will. They never will. They never will. And I have had, let me finish this here. So what I'm saying is, when Sister Deborah woke up this morning, I thought about how can Christians be prosecuted when they are the shield of Roman Catholics? Roman Catholic is the power that's ruling this world, with the other fake ooze, and they all are Europeans. And that's what I don't get, why other Europeans don't get the fact that you are wicked and evil. You fall under that same category when you don't understand what even I, Sister Deborah, a servant of the Most High, is revealing to you, because you think it's a race thing. Just like everybody think it's a politics thing. They think it's a politics thing, and they throw in white and black. They throw in all these other things. But they cannot see the whole picture of how the Spirit has created it all for a purpose and a time as this. But they'll believe the Roman Catholics. They'll believe the Jesuits. They'll believe the Europeans. That's why the Christian is not people of Yah. They have turned them so many ways outside of the right way. And when I say drop the ball, you're thinking I'm talking about these little denominations, these little religions. The big dog is the one drop the ball, y'all. The Europeans, the Roman Catholics, the fake ooze who are still Europeans. They messed up. The ball was dropped from the beginning. Tampered with, smeared, added, taken away, to where you can't even go in it and get straight, hardcore direction unless the Ruach HaKodesh is in you as your teacher. If you really think about how important it was, and it was said that we must tarry for something, meaning wait until the Ruach HaKodesh endows us with his spirit. You see that? And we down here thinking that we got it from A to Z, and we don't even have A. Because not only was the ball dropped in, the ball has been dropped in. That means you walking in darkness, you're talking in darkness, you're acting in darkness, you feeling in darkness, you understand in darkness, your wickedness is in darkness, your knowledge is in darkness, you darkness messed up from the floor up. That's how dark you are from the inside out. So that's why I say be careful running your stupid tails around here saying you full of the Holy Spirit, or you got this and you got this. I know I got my keys. I know I got the Ruach. But yet you're going to have nothing in you to represent, not on the outside nor on the inside, what you have to identify the Father. Your mindset is even wicked. At the same time, you saying, I serve the Most High Yah. I serve. So if the whole Catholics and the Romans, the Roman Catholics and the Christians are followers of each other, then what Yah are they following? What are you thinking? They said that there's going to be one religion fighting another one, and it's going to be the Muslim and the Catholic fighting, not the Muslim and the Christian fighting for the one world system of religion. Listen how stupid that sounds. Who going to fight up against and win up against the Roman Catholics and the Jesuits? Nobody but Yah. Nobody but Yah. So it's okay, hear me now, for the Muslim to be the number one religion in the earth. It's okay for them to carry that flag on the four corners and be the number one world order religion. It's okay, because the Muslim ain't serving the true Yah. The Christians definitely ain't serving the true Yah. And the Roman Catholics that rules both of them, Muslim and Christians, they don't give a rest behind about anything outside of Satan himself. The synagogue of Satan is where they worship, and that's their worship. You see? So don't be getting caught up in they killing Christians. That's a lie. The lie is they killing people who serve wicked and evil. They're not killing people who serve the true and living Yah. They're not doing that. They're not doing that. And matter of fact, they ain't gonna get too far in doing it. So if there are individuals that Yah, what I'm trying to say is, when Yah come to get a certain people, I believe it's not just going to be those certain people, but I'm just still saying, when he come, if you ain't got your tail over on the side, of understanding how great and wonderful and excellent and perfect he is, living in you, and his power living in you, you're going to be left here where it is written there that you serve. Okay? Because like I said before, what the Europeans have no idea, that the Roman Catholic, the fake ooze, are Europeans. And they in full awareness that the Most High is coming to get a people. And it won't be them. They know that. They know that he ain't coming to get Christians. They know that, y'all. He's coming to get those who serve and worship him. Even though they have sinned and they have iniquity, and they have sinned. But he's coming to get them because they hold something that belonged to him. A lot of people see where in Romans chapter 7, how he says, seal them. See, we're thinking that he don't rule. We thinking that all this earth rule and they got the okay, they got the understanding. Oh, let me get all these books and they help me to understand. When you finish getting this worldly understanding in this book understanding, guess what you missing? What was dropped way back in the beginning? Spirit and truth. You missed it. They dropped the ball and you ain't never went back to pick it up. Name one of the balls. But you say you serving a creator. Impossible for you to serve a creator. When the ball been dropped, you don't know nothing about the creator and who he was and who he is and who he's going to be. I'm going to end here, but I will say this. I can't explain it, and it's been going on for like three weeks. I've been having these dreams that is off the chain. And that's not normally me, y'all. I don't have dreams about it feels like real live things that's taking place, even how things are taking place in this world today. Yesterday, when I got up, I was looking at the LA, how they was bringing them military vehicles, and I thought about the dreams I had years ago about them trying to break down my door. But I done had at least 3 dreams about them, the military, and what they're doing before I even spoke the message yesterday. It's been in my dream. This last night I had a dream. These are not the type of dreams that I normally would have. But this dream was, I was somewhere in a place that I was staying. I came out of the bathroom and it was this black lady. She couldn't have been no more than like 25 to 30. She was nice, cute. And I come out the bathroom, she was in my place, talking like, hey, she's here to stay in the place that I'm in. I said, who are you? And how did you get in here? I was shocked because my door and everything was locked. And I could not understand how they let lady get in my space, in my place when I came out the bathroom. She walking on in my bedroom, in my living room, acting like, shut up, this is my place, you know. And I'm like, start fighting her. I start fighting her. And when I fighting her, I grabbed her by the head and swung her out into the hall and closed the door and locked it up. Closed the door and locked it up and was trying to figure out how did that woman get past this door. Next, in that same dream, somebody knocked on the door that looks like someone I went to school with. And this individual came in with another guy. I don't even know how they got in. I didn't open the door for them. I didn't let nobody in, but they were in that room like that lady was. And they were messing with my bed. And I didn't see the gun until I went to reach for mine. And you guys, these guys seemed like I was talking to them, telling them, what are you doing in this place? Y'all need to get out of here. Why y'all in my place? What are y'all doing? Y'all need to get out of here. And they was talking like they're my best friend. They were talking to me like they my best friend. And when I saw them tampering with my bed, messing with my cover, and then I began to look up there and see where my gun was, I reached for my gun and ran and back up into the back room, to the bedroom, not to the bedroom, to the bathroom. And I reached for my gun and they had out of nowhere pulled up guns, y'all. Out of nowhere. And I said, I'm going to fire this so the whole place can hear me. Somebody can hear the gun. And I fired. And you know what? The sound of it was so silent. And they chased me. I locked the bathroom door. And them guys were in there trying to get in. And I was shooting that gun and it wasn't making no sound. And I know my gun make a whole bunch of noise. And it wasn't making no sound, but I was shooting. And they still was trying to get in, and I forced myself to wake up. I forced myself to wake up and saying, what was that, Father? First thing I said, what was that? So what I believe is, what I speak unto you all when I say, y'all, this thing is not something that does not look as if nothing is going on. It is something that's going on, but people just will not accept the reality of what is real. Me getting that dream, I began to question the Father. I said, lately I've been receiving dreams of actually things that's actually taking place in this world today, to the point where it's coming to me now. It's up on me. What is all that about? So I'm still waiting for him to tell me. Now, I know that these are things that's actually taking place, y'all. Don't get me wrong. I know it's actually taking place. But I want to know, what is it he's saying to me? What are you saying to me? I know these things are taking place. I see these things from the wilderness level. So I know that they're taking place. But what are you saying to me in these dreams you keep giving me? Because my dreams is normally about him telling me this, or be cautious of this individual, or this, or this is in my word, this is my word, or this is my word, but to be coming to me like the world is living on the outside fully, you bringing me to my dreams now. Come on now, y'all. I know something's going on. So I, Sister Deborah, got a very important appointment for my son's vote rehab. And even that, me getting ready this morning for that appointment for him, I got to write up a plan for him. So I have to meet with him and sit down with him so that they can help him try to find a job that he will be comfortable working. And I say unto you all, even that, me having to get up this morning with that appointment, I think of myself as an individual at my age still yet serving and having to go to appointments like this here. And don't forget, I got 6 adult children. But see, it's like, if I guess he's saying, if I don't keep you busy and invested, you will lose it. Because I got up this morning thinking, wait a minute, I'm old. I'm still going to appointments. You know how long I've been doing that? You see? But I know if I don't do it and anything happened to me, my his other siblings would know what to do, and they are fully aware how to support him if anything happened to me. Because how do they know? They seen their mother at work. Okay, supporting their brother. So I, Sister Deborah, have a long ride to pick him up, then go for out to his appointment. But I say unto you, I'm going to post this, upload it so it can drop probably this evening. But I say unto you all, have a wonderful day. Shalom and shalom.